Hey guys, it's time to tell my top 10 numbers from 1 to 10. Which number is at the top? Let's find out. Number 10, number 4. Honestly, what's so good about 4? I mean, it's not enough to be considered a higher number, not small enough to feel like a lower number. I lose my mind thinking about what 4 is good for. Symmetry? Consistency? It doesn't help that my culture also perceives 4 as death and considers it bad luck, which is why it's at number 10. Boo! Number 9, number 8. This one is slightly better. It is an even number and is good for sharing. I mean, pizzas are usually split into 8 slices. It's awesome, but it's not high enough to be 10. And guess what? It is a multiple of 4! God damn! When I look at 8, I see 2 4s and it pisses me off. If you like 8, good for you, but it has a lot of drawbacks for me. Number 8, number 3. You know what they say? 3 is a crowd. I don't hate 3, I just find it really awkward to be around with. 3 is that guy that is left out of the group while the other 2 are making out in the corner, which gives us the term third wheel. It's not special, it cannot be shared easily, and it's just sad. I mean, look at it! Look at it staring at 1 and 2 deep throating each other outside at the parking lot. Look at its tears. That's sad, man. Number 7, number 6. 6 gets some respect from me for being even and perfectly dividable. What does the average pizza come in? 6 slices. You can't go wrong with it, and you can't pass it around to everybody. No offense, but other than its dividable properties, 6 is pretty average. I placed it on this spot because the rest of the numbers simply have more to offer. Sorry 6, I'll see you again when I order from Domino's. Number 6, number 10. Oh baby, here we go. 10 is the only number on this list to have 2 whole digits, so it clearly stands out from the rest. I hold it in high regard for the sheer status symbol it provides to anything getting reviewed these days. What do you see on a review of a good movie? A 10 out of 10. How do you express how good of a meal you just had? Say 10 out of 10. It is the sign that you did a good job and you always strive for it. Number 5, number 9. 9 fits in the middle of my list because it can be either good or bad depending on how you see it. If you're counting up to 10, 9 is great because you're almost there and you can feel what's coming next or that it's finally over. Counting down from 10, however, makes you see 9 with a miserable look. Only 1 numeral off and you have all the others left to slog through. 9 is perfectly balanced and gives a love-hate relationship you just can't get enough of, and that's why it's at number 5. Number 4, number 2. Okay, before we get into this, I love how number 2 is at 4th place. I know I said that number 4 is bad, but since it's a multiple of 2, just seeing it sends tingles on my spine. 2 is all around great because if you love something, adding another one is even better. 2 burgers, 2 game consoles, 2 Kill Bill movies, yes please. 2 is awesome because it introduces the very concept of having more, and that's why it deserves praise. Number 3, number 1. 1 is great, I get it, but I also think it's a bit overrated. Everyone wants to be number 1. It is the most sought after position in any competition. But I just think that everyone shouldn't pressure themselves to be number 1 all the time. It's better to be you than to change yourself drastically just for the sake of being higher in comparison than others. Not winning doesn't mean you can't be popular. The first Rocky movie proved that. I also rank 1 here because while I still hold it in high regard, I dislike it in the fact that I will never be number 1 in anything. Number 2, number 5. It is the perfect representation of a half. When I think of halves, I think of 5. It is perfect, and you feel like the symbol definitely represents 5. I mean, look at it. It is totally 5. I don't know, it's just a feeling. Everyone uses it too. Want a movie villain counting down to a missile launch? Count down from 5. Your dad gets pissed you aren't listening? He counts down from 5. New Year's Eve, the countdown includes 5 down to 1. Just exquisite. Number 1, number 7. So, I think it's just me when I say that 7 is my favorite number. I think that 7 is lucky. Biblical references back me up by saying it's a sign of completeness or perfection. In casinos, a jackpot is most often represented by 3 sevens. And the 7th day of the week is Sunday, a weekend, perfect day of rest. I also love that some of my favorite media has 7 on them. There's Final Fantasy VII, the 7 movie with Morgan Freeman, Eureka 7, Ultra 7, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7, Star Wars Episode 7. What's better is that 7 multiplied by 2 is 14, another favorite number of mine, but we'll get to that on a later date. It's awesome, the number I come up when asked on the spot. Okay, that's it. That's the list. If you have a different favorite number, you're wrong, I'm right. Bye bye.